That'd be terrific. But there's other things that you don't know about, most people anyway. Shape memory materials. How many of you know about it?
Say it again.
Shape memory.
Shape memory.
Okay. There are materials that remember today. They remember the shape you make them in. If you take a wire made of nickel and titanium, 50-50 percentage of that, equal. If you vary it, it responds differently. So if you take that wire and you spell out with the wire Jesus Christ, thank you, and you spell out Jesus Christ, and you straighten out the wire and put it on a table and use a hidden heater under the table, it'll go back to Jesus Christ. You can build the following. Now this is the wire. So you come up front, you want to see it.
Right, I
Do you have an
can plug
extension?
it in over here. So.
Okay. This is nickel and titanium. It's taken as a wire and they wind it around a form. And they hold it in place by either ceramic or insulated clamps. Thank you. And they heat it to about 400 degrees Fahrenheit, let it cool, and it remembers that shape. So I don't know you got a camera, would you mind pulling that out way beyond its elastic limit? As far out as you can pull it. That's right, way out.
Give me one end though.
Now I'd like you to, okay, that's good enough. It's not like it was, so I will do this, I will twist it, but you do it. You twist it, bend it, do whatever you want, but don't let it get caught in itself. If it gets caught in itself, it will not return. So I want to show you how the memory works. Okay. I'm going to twist it too, because just pressing it is one thing, distorting it. Okay. Now it's going to return to its original shape, because it has a built-in memory. Nobody invented it. It was discovered accidentally. A metallurgist was mixing different metals together, nickel and titanium, in Sweden, and he bent it, put it on a table near a heat lamp, and it went back to straight again. He scratched his head. Nobody ever invented anything. I'm going to back it up too. Now here it is. You can all see it, and hot air will make it go back a little slower. I don't know what happened, but is the switch on that? Not hot enough. Okay, right. Get this on. Okay? It's not a trick. People think I'm using reverse photography. But this is a metal with a memory. They now make a fabric with a memory. Most doctors don't even know about it. It's suture fabric to do stitching. And the doctor ties a surgical knot. Then he straightens it out, cuts the skin, sticks it through, and the heat of the body causes it to tie a surgical knot. Can you understand that?
Wow.
No? Is there anybody that doesn't understand this? Fine. This only has one memory. But if you took, say, 3 inches of that wire and gave it one memory and then welded 40 of them together with 40 different memories, you can do fantastic things. So, I'm saying that if you made a dome building of the future with its new materials that we have, and we use strips of wire, it isn't only nickel and titanium, other metals have similar characteristics, and you spread that throughout the building and made a dome, then flatten it out, ship 10,000 houses to India flat. When you get there, connect 2 electrodes. A minute and a half goes back to a full dome. That goes for furniture like that chair, red one back there, orange. If you made a furniture compound curve, flatten them out, ship them out. You can get a lot of buildings on a boat as discs. So everybody doesn't understand? Anything I say that you don't get, interrupt me, because I don't mind telling you over again. So Jimmy Carter with his hammer and nails is not going to house anyone. He's either a jerk or very stupid or poorly informed as to what's new. Your senators and congressmen should be at the forefront of technology. They tell you to write your congressman. How the hell did he get the job? It's like writing the Harpo Marx. You know, they can't offer anything. They don't know anything. They don't know anything physical. So that, I don't care whether you're Democrat, Republican, Communist, Socialist, they don't know what to do. When Castro got into power, he cleared out all the hotels and all the gambling casinos that were owned by Americans. Most of the industries, the pineapple industries, the sugar cane, was owned by American businessmen. So he kicked them all out and he gave it back to the Cuban people. But thereafter he didn't know what to do. He wasn't technical. So I'd help any country, Haiti, Cuba, anybody. It doesn't make any difference. I went to Cuba to see if I can help them. And I said, I'd like to meet with Fidel Castro. I said, he's cutting the sugar cane, Mr. Fresco, with the working class. You know, one of the boys. So I went to the University of Havana, and they spoke to me in their accent. They said, Mr. Fresco, we don't have the technology you have in America, so we can't move. We cannot move too fast. I said, all you do is jack up a car and connect to the rear wheel a driving belt, and you can drive your sugar cane through. Oh, you have to meet Fidel. I said, Fidel. Where is he? So the university was making all kinds of notes. Then I said, look at those men carrying the bananas down the hill. All you have to do is hang a clothesline up, hang the bananas on, and they'll come down bringing the boxes up automatically. You have to see Fidel. This is the way they spoke. They meant well, but they didn't know what to do. Their technicians, their engineering students are all brought up like our engineering students. They build warplanes, nuclear weapons. Even Einstein was a jerk in that area. He gave certain formulas, like Yuri, well, I want to get to him later. But there are many people in science that worked on the atom bomb, the Manhattan Project, and they hoped, Einstein hoped they wouldn't use it. He hoped they would demonstrate it like 100 miles off the coast of Japan. Say, we have this terrible weapon, we'd rather not use it. And he believed they'd do that. So did Oppenheimer. He really believed they'd demonstrate it first. And when he told Truman, he was very disappointed. Truman says, I don't want that guy around anymore. Truman was an asshole. All your presidents were super stupid, all the way back to Washington. I'm sorry to say these things. I know you're brought up with the other bullshit. Okay. When you leave here and you get your package of films and videos, show them to other people. If you don't, nothing will happen. I can't make it happen. I have no power at all. Anyway, when they invited us to Turkey, I said, I have to have at least an hour and a half. They said, you got it. And when I had an hour and a half, NBC, CBN, every broadcasting they had came down and photographed the whole thing for hours and days. And then they said, Jacque, we'd like to start a Venus project in Turkey. If they gave me time to explain what it is, some people think it's some form of communism. Well, communism uses money, it has banks, it has social elitism, it has police, it has prisons, and it has people that don't know a damn thing about technology, that run the show. So it has nothing in common with communism. Here's how it works.